Friends, greetings from nutritionwithvibha.com. I'm Vibha Hasija, and in this episode, let me walk you through high uric acid levels, which is termed as hyperuricemia, and its complications, and very importantly, how to prevent it and how to manage it. So, hyperuricemia or high uric acid levels in the blood will arise in the blood only if the production is going to be excess, because it is a byproduct of metabolism. As we live and as our body functions, uric acid is produced. And if it is in the right amount and is excreted well, there's no issue. But if we are producing excess of it and it's not excreted out correctly, then it is a problem. So primarily we get uric acid from our body, and we also may get uric acid from some foods we are going to eat. So when we look at people with high uric acid levels, what are we worried about? High uric acid levels can lead to complications like the disease called gout or a renal stone, kidney stone, because of uric acid crystal deposition. So when uric acid level is high in the body, it will get deposited. The crystals get deposited in various parts of the body, especially the joints, especially the big toe joint. And when this deposition is occurring, it's extremely painful. So people who want to work with their hands, find work with their hands, like craft or art or cooking or playing the guitar, or people who want a lot of mobility, that is going to get affected, which means quality of life is affected in a large way. And it's extremely painful to live with this condition. So that is gout. And when these crystals get deposited in the kidney, that causes uric acid stones, which is reflected in back pain of the flank, that is a sides, or very painful urination, or extreme pain in the pelvic area when the stone is getting passed out, or if it blocks the urethra. So these are the issues with high uric acid levels. And therefore, coming to the point of how do we manage it? We can manage it, or we can definitely cause a decrease in the production of uric acid levels through diet and lifestyle. So what are the things that we need to do? If you have been diagnosed of high uric acid levels, first, please go and visit the doctor. He may give some medications to you as required. Second, please take a consult with a nutritionist, because she will design the right and personalized diet plan for you so that you can manage the uric acid levels. And what do we kind of look at generally doing? What are the starting points? Let me give you some ideas. One is we take care of for reducing the production of uric acid in the body. And what we have to understand for that is whenever there is inflammation, whenever there is some other disease, which we have not taken care of, that is when uric acid rises. So suppose there is obesity, suppose there is diabetes, which is not managed well. If the blood pressures are high, or is there any other chronic disease which is constantly there, or it may be stress. Stress also leads to a body protein breakdown, DNA breakdown, cell breakdown, and leads to high uric acid levels. So the first turnaround is to, have a little slower down life in terms of, exercising, less sedentary lifestyle, sleeping well, reducing stress, managing the other conditions like obesity with diet and exercise, managing the blood sugars, the high blood pressure, or any other chronic condition there is. And for this, we do need medical help and we need the nutritionist help. So once we kind of set that into motion, the production of uric acid will reduce. The second aspect is looking at the diet specifically. So I want to give some tips for especially non-vegetarians and then vegetarians. Why am I talking about non-vegetarians first? Is because there is so much of, so many myths associated with what to eat and what not to eat for non-vegetarians. So non-vegetarians are told to completely, permanently stop non-vegetarian products. And that's a bigger pain than the pain of gout. Okay, so that's not necessary, but we have to do something for it. And the first steps are for 3 weeks, let's remove out all non-vegetarian food from the diet. Let's start living for looking at managing the obesity, weight reduction, caloric restriction, and with the nutritionist help, let us look at managing the diabetes or the other diseases which are there. So once we sort of get into that groove, the uric acid formation in the body will slow down. Second is choosing to eat right. Whole grains, whole pulses, dairy, fruits, vegetables, eat well. Let us be hydrated well, and let us reduce our stress. Let us sleep well. Start our physical activity. Start under the guidance of a nutritionist. Start taking some anti-inflammatory foods, like, for example, some turmeric in milk in the night, if it suits you, or a lot of fruit and vegetables as advised by the dietitian. But change the diet, because all that is anti-inflammatory foods. When we reduce the inflammation, the production of uric acid also reduces. Or maybe consider taking some supplements after discussing with a nutritionist, like a vitamin C supplement, which is very beautifully anti-inflammatory. So once we get this done, okay, then the next aspect that we will look at is when should we start with the non-vegetarian food? So once this sort of a cleanse is worked out, post that, we can start with non-veg food, but we will start with lean meat and some good fish like salmon, for example, and avoid red meat and shellfish and organ meats and fish like sardines and mackerel and herring. Apart from this, other fish, uh, usual fish in small portions we can have. So three times a week in a small portion, fish or non-vegetarian is fine. It's definitely much better than not taking non-vegetarian food at all. So we do get to taste what we like and enjoy what we like. At the same time, it helps to manage pain. Now, what about the vegetarians? Vegetarians, take care to eat healthy. Start the medications and diet plan for the managing all the conditions of diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity, overweight, weight issues, and any other thing that is there that needs to be taken care of. But the vegetarian, what I will want to tell you is, please eat well, because people may have been told, and we get a lot of patients like that who say that I've been told, vegetarian patients, I've been told not to have protein at all. So they have stopped dals and whole pulses and dairy and everything. And imagine their diet not having enough protein for long periods of time. So vegetarians eat well. Yes, you can eat pulses. Yes, you can eat whole pulses, but eat clean, not processed. Keep sugars less. Keep foods which are artificially made desserts, like packed foods, or desserts which are made from commercially bought. Okay, they have something called as high fructose corn syrup, which increases the uric acid levels. Keep the salt levels low. So once we get this done, the uric acid should settle, and if required, we do take some medical help. But this is a mainstay of the management. So those with high uric acid levels, take care so that it doesn't develop into gout. Those with gout or uric acid stones, take heart, because we can better it. We can help, and we can change the quality of life into positive. We can reduce the pain. We can have more mobility. There is hope. Okay. So please go to our blog at nutritionwithvibha.com, where we have explained this much more in detail. Do like it, do subscribe for it, because we believe that nutrition and good lifestyle is a path to sustainable change and health. And that's the path we want all to walk on. So if you think that you may require a personalized diet plan, do write into us for consultations. Do write into us with all your queries. We are there to hold your hand. So stay blessed and stay nourished.